hopefully it goes live pretty quickly. So I do this every time. I try to remember what happened last time, and I'm always like, I can't remember it, and then it comes to me. But I only kind of vaguely remember where we ended up. We were in the nurse's office at the end. We had passed, I don't remember her name. I have it written down here, though. Kanae? You know, that girl that was in the, like, chess, you know, kind of Alice in Wonderland. Her first name is Elisu, I believe. So Elisu Kanae, or Kanae Elisu. So she was in this other world, and yeah, she was basically the Alisu of that world, Wonderland, but she had to give up parts of her body to create chess pieces. It was pretty messed up. And then she wakes up and she's out of that world. She realizes it was just a dream. So she's back in reality. She's in the school, and she greets our main characters who pass her. One of our main characters being Suzumu, who is the MC, and then the other one, I always forget his name, but basically the wingman of the story. They pass by, and the wingman, he's got a cut on him, and they're going to the nurse's office to heal it up. And it's just a little scrape, but the main character is like, you don't want it to get infected. So they were going to the nurse's office. When they get there, the nurse is like coming on to the main character, if I remember right. She like tries to threaten him to like, you know, I'll heal you if you do this. And then he punches her in the gut, and she like changes her tone. It felt like it was supposed to be like comedic, but obviously it was messed up. So I wonder, I don't know. I mean, I guess she was in a half-dream state too, but I'm curious where they're going with this kind of story, or if it was just, you know, one-off. It felt very much like just a one-off. Just nothing major. But we'll see. Let's load her up. Yeah, so here's the nurse. Maybe I can go back far enough I can get that line. It looks like if I went back, I would go all the way back to when our main character was in the hospital with the other girl. So let's just continue. When he was in the hospital with Toei Kurakami.
それで、保健室にご用は何かしら？また彼が何かいたずらをしてすりむきでもしたの？
So she's clearly just been hit, because she's like out of breath when she's delivering this line. So why are you here? Did he get in trouble and hurt himself again?
こんなの男の勲章だぜ
This wound is a man's badge of honor. Okay,
そうだ
Natsuya.
ね。痛みに耐えられる夏くんは男の鏡だと思うな。
Yeah. If you can put up with a little pain, it's you. If anybody can. Excuse me.
スサラに言われるとまんざらでもねえぜ
Doesn't sound so bad when you put it like that.
なら、痛いしみる消毒薬も頑張れるよね。
So a little stinging from disinfectant should be nothing for you, right?
あるわよ。よーく効く痛い消毒薬が。
But exactly. So earlier this guy was talking tough about like, I'm such a tough guy. I shouldn't have to go to the nurse's office to get this thing done. I'm a tough dude. But then he, at the same time, he was also afraid of needles and getting, you know, stitched up and especially, you know, whatever they put on the wound. What do you call it? Disinfectant. You know, he's super scared of that. All right. We've got that all right. Some real good, real painful disinfectant.
やめろ離せススハラ
Stop, let me go, Suzuhara.
はい、これでよし。
Good, all done.
よかったね。これで怪我もきれいに治ると思うよ。
Thank you. Now that cut should heal up very nicely.
それ以上に頑張って耐えた夏くんが かっこいいと思ったよ。
You were pretty great putting up with that, Natsu.
まあな、男熱田夏也消毒薬程度でヒーヒー言うようなやわじゃねえからな。
Yeah, a man like Natsuya Atsuda isn't some pansy who cries about disinfectant.
敦田くんは元気盛りで怪我が絶えないわね。
You're at the height of your youth, so it's only natural you get some kind of injuries.
それはそうと、あなた鈴原鈴くんだっけ？
That aside, you're the Suzumu Suzuhara, correct?
あなたも面倒見のいい友達ね。暑いのと涼しいのであなたたちちょうどいいコンビかも。
Excuse me. You're a very thoughtful friend, aren't you? He's like fire and you're like ice, so you kind of make a perfect pair.
よっしゃー、グレートススハラと俺がついにコンビと認められたぜ。
Ah, yes. Now the great Suzuhara and I have been acknowledged as a pair.
よく言ってるけど、グレートススハラって何？
You keep calling me that, but what's with the great Suzuhara thing anyway?
お前が超ウルトラスーパーレアにグレートな男だからよ。
It's because you're a mega ultra super rare great. That's why.
プロレスラーみたいな名前だな。
That sounds like a pro wrestler's name.
ねえ、グレート鈴原くんとグレート敦田くん。
Say, great Suzuhara, great Atsuda.
俺はまだ全然グレートな男じゃないんです。しかしいつかはそう言われてみて。
Far from a great man now, but try calling me that sometime later.
じゃあ、グレート鈴原くんとノーマル敦田くん。
Okay then, great Suzuhara, normal Atsuda.
ノーマルはさすがに。
I don't like that much either.
じゃあ、グレート鈴原くんとアブノーマル敦田くんね。
Okay then, great Suzuhara, abnormal Atsuda.
それは絶対に嫌じゃ。
Anything but abnormal.
夏くんはどんなあだ名でもかっこいいと思うよ。
I don't think it matters what people call you, Natsu. You'll still be cool in my eyes.
ところであなたたち、部活動は何かやってる？
Anyway, are either of you in clubs?
いえ、何も。
No, no clubs.
ススハラは空手やってたんだろ。空手部とか入ればきっとグレートな伝説を築いちまう気がするぜ。
You do karate, don't you? You'd be a great legend if you joined the karate club.
空手をやってるの？結構立派な拳をしてるとは思ってたけど。
Oh, really? I did think your fists were rather impressive.
ちょっと違うんですけど、まあ家で自主練をしてます。
Well, not exactly, but I do practice at home.
それはとても忙しい？
Does your practice keep you busy?
毎日夕方は欠かさずに。
I train every single day. I never miss a day.
さすがだぜ。やはりそのグレートな力は日々の鍛錬から生み出されていたんだな。
Amazing. So that great power was forged by daily training.
でもちょっとくらいは時間が取れない？
Do you think you could spare a little time?
何かの部活の勧誘ですか？
Are you inviting us into a club?
察しがいいわね。私が顧問をしているとある部にぜひ参加してみない？
The song's a little distracting. I know the sound's already pretty low. But you catch on quick. I'd like you to join a club I advise.
決して怪しい部活じゃないのよ。
But don't worry, it's nothing sketchy.
ちゃんと学校公認だし、部活も都合の合う時だけ参加してくれてもいいの。
This club has the school's stamp of approval and you only gotta participate when you're free.
休日の活動もあるけれど、たまにだけよ。
We have activities on the weekends, but only once in a short while.
休日がなくなるのは嫌だな。
I don't want to lose my days off.
たまによ。せいぜい月に一度くらいかしらね。
I'm talking just occasionally, once a month or so.
何の部活ですか？
What club is this?
よくぞ聞いてくれました。
I was waiting for that.
その名もズバリシャチホコ部。
Listen well, young man. The club's name is the LCSC.
シャチ
Shachi?
歩行
Hoko? LCSC?
スズム篤田くんまで
Aww. Yeah, I'd probably go with her route first if I can do a route. I don't know. I don't really love the fantasy stuff, but it also would be good to get the fantasy stuff out of the way. And I like her speaking style and everything. So that could be good. Then her route, depending if there's routes, again, I'm just assuming how the routes were. Her route could be interesting too, because I think she's a delinquent or something. And then there's the black-haired girl, obviously, who's like the main one. I would probably want to save her route for last, if it's possible. Depending on how this goes. I don't know if there are routes, or how this all works. Is the teacher a route too? That's kind of creepy if so, but whatever. Might go that route at some point, maybe after hers, I don't know. And the wingman route? I don't know if that's a thing. Suzumu and Etsura too.
キコちゃんもシャチホコ部だったんだね。知らなかったよ。
So you were in the LCSC too? I had no idea.
もったいぶらずに教えてくださいよ先生。
Stop keeping us in suspense and tell us already, Miss Inagata.
なんなんすかシャチホコ部って。すんげえグレートな響きを感じるっすよ。
Just what exactly is the LCSC? It's got a great ring to it, for sure.
正式名称は社会地域奉仕貢献部っていうの。略してシャチホコ部ってわけね。
It stands for the Local Community Service Club.
社会地域
Local.
奉仕貢献部
Hoshiko Kimbo. Community Service Club.
シャチホコ部は地元での奉仕活動などを主体とした部活なの。
The club is centered around performing community service in the area.
清掃活動とか募金活動とか気持ちもハッピーになってくるんだよ。
You know, stuff like collecting garbage, fundraisers, stuff that makes people really happy.
まあ学校の奉仕活動よりは気楽だからね。
Well, it's more laid back than most of the school's activities anyway.
あれ先日会いましたよね。
Hey, aren't you the girl we ran into yesterday?
あったあった。まああの時は声をかけてくれてありがとね。
Uh-huh. Thanks for talking to me then.
んで先生、まさか部員は俺たち込みで4人だけっすか？
So hey, Miss Inagata, are we the only 4 members?
あと2人いるわよ。もちろんその2人も素敵な美少女なんだから。
Nope, there's 2 more, and they're babes to boot.
今にも潰れそうなくらいの少人数じゃないっすか。
That still sounds like barely enough people to keep the club going.
そもそもシャチホコ部なんて部活の部員募集見たことがないな。
I've never even seen this club recruiting members.
シャチホコ部は雛形先生のお眼鏡にかなった人しか入れないそうだから。
Only those who catch Miss Hinagata's eyes get to join.
そう、私のスカウトがないと入れないエリートクラブなんだから。
That's exactly right. Only those elite enough get to join this club.
まあタマユンのお気に入りだけを集めたわがまま部みたいなもんだよね。
So basically this is a do-whatever club from Mayuhin's favorites?
タマユン
Mayuhin?
雛形先生のフルネームが雛形まゆだから。
Ah, Hinagata Mayu is Miss Hinagata's full name. So Mayuhina.
雛形まゆでタマユン
Mayuhin from Mayu Hinagata?
なんだか面白いあだ名だね。
I like that nickname. That's interesting.
紹介するね。シャチホコ部の部長の見延かなえ先輩。
Let me introduce you. This is Kanae Minobe, a senior and president of the LCSC. What's it called again? Student Club? I just want to call it by... Okay, Local Community Service Club. Okay, Local Community Service Club. I'm just gonna call it that next time I see LCSC, Local Community Service Club, so I can try and remember it. So Kana-e is this girl on the left, not the far left, but the left, and then obviously we have Kiko, Suba Kiko on the right, and then Mayuhin on the left, and then Natsu on the far right. Hopefully I can remember all their names, but I'm pretty bad when it comes to that, so I'll probably lose them and get them back later. But I know their personalities a little bit. So allow me to introduce you. This is Kana-e Minobe, senior of the LCSC. Sup, I'm Minobe of the Local Community Service Club.
部長とか呼ばないでね。なんかめんどくさい気持ちになるから。
And don't call me Prez or anything. I find it kinda annoying personally.
先輩だったのか。ちっちゃいから後輩かと思ってたぜ。
You're a senior, Kane? You're so tiny. I thought you were a freshman.
おいらは発育不良児だからさ。背とかちっとも伸びないのよ。
Yeah, I'm what they call underdeveloped. I've barely grown at all.
先輩面するつもりなんか全然ないから。君たちも気楽にやってちょー。
But I won't demand respect from you or anything. Just treat me like any normal girl.
はい、ミノベ先輩。
Okay, Minobe senpai.
で、俺たち入部するってまだ決めたわけじゃないっすよ。
Hold on. We haven't decided we'll join yet.
シャチホコ部で奉仕活動とかしてたら、進学や就職の時に面接で有利になると思うわよ。
If you participate in the local community service club, I think you'll have an easier time getting into college or finding a job.
それだけじゃない。地域への貢献は徳を積むことにもなるの。
But that's not all. Performing local community service will earn you some serious positive karma points.
豊かな人間性や魂を育み、心も清らかになってとても素敵なんだから。
This club is a wonderful place to build character and nurture a generous soul.
自分はいいことしてるんだっていう気持ち、すっごくいいよね。
It feels amazing to know you're doing good in the community.
ハートもハッピーになって、エブリバディスマイルになるよ。
Aww. Plus, it makes your heart happy and puts a big smile on everybody's face.
キコちゃんはシャチホコ部が気に入ってるみたいだね。
It sounds like you're really into this club, huh, Kika?
まあ、雛形先生と美濃部先輩の雰囲気がアットホームな感じで、そこが好きなの。
What I really like is how Miss Hinagata and Minobe make it feel like home. With so few of them, they were less of a club and more of a group of friends. No, a family. That cozy atmosphere probably suited Kiko and Minobe well.
体験入部からで全然 OK なのよ。
Just give it a try, see what you think.
今度の日曜日の奉仕活動にもよかったら参加してみない？
We'll be doing community service this weekend. Why don't you join us?
良い行いをすると感じられるすがすがしい気持ち。体験してみる価値はあると思うけどな。
I think getting to see how nice it feels to do good deeds is well worth the time and effort.
俺、日曜は熱いライバルたちとのデュエルがあるんすけど。
But I have a duel with my rivals on Sunday.
僕は大丈夫なんで参加してみたいです。
I'm free. I'd like to give it a try.
ススハラ参加するのかよ。
What? You're really gonna do that, Suzuhara?
うん。親善武術を奉納する者は常日頃から良い行いを心がけなければいけないって言われてきたから。
Yeah, Natsu. It's said that practitioners of the Suzuhara divine tribute style must always strive to do good. I gotta take a little sip of water.
自主練では技を磨くことしかできないけど。
Personal training can only improve your physical skills.
社長コブでなら心を磨くことができそうな気がするんだ。
However, I think I can improve my character with the LCSC, Local Community Service Club.
そうそう、心を磨き徳を積むなら社会地域奉仕貢献部を除いて他にはないわ。
That's right. There's no better way to improve your character and your karma than through the Local Community Service Club.
すずむくんだっけ？すずむも物好きだね。
Suzumu, was it? Sounds like you got some pretty weird taste, Suzumoon. I want to hear Miss Hinagata again.
素晴らしいわ。そうそう、心を磨き徳を積むなら社会地域奉仕貢献部を除いて他にはないわ。
先輩だってこの部が気に入ってるから在籍してるんじゃないですか？
Didn't you join this club, Kane, because you liked it too?
まあオイラは学校の奉仕活動の空気が合わないのも大きいけどね。
Well, in my case, I just didn't like the way they handled our school's normal volunteer work. As Suzu High, volunteer work was mandatory for credits. At Suzu High it was mandatory for credits. More specifically, you had to participate in 10 volunteer activities that the school arranged throughout the year. Since so many participated, it didn't feel any different from any other class. Minobe vastly preferred the coziness of the LCSC to that rigid atmosphere. This club was centered around volunteer activities, so by joining it, you were exempted from the school's own. There were several clubs that gave exemptions, but they were all sports clubs aiming for tournaments. That meant the LCSC was the only non-sports club with that exemption.
そう言われりゃ確かに悪くねえかもしれねえな。
When you put it that way, it doesn't sound so bad. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of quaint. You know, they can do whatever they feel like doing instead of what everybody's doing.
学校の奉仕活動はまるで捕虜収容所の強制労働みたいな気分になるからな。
The school's volunteer activities seem like a prison camp.
ひどい例えだな。
That's a terrible comparison.
そうそう、おっかない先生に見張られながらの強制労働。オイラもあの雰囲気大嫌いだよ。
Nah, he's right. It's pretty much slave labor, starring scary teachers as prison guards. I hated it there.
でもそんな先輩もシャチホコ部でなら楽しく奉仕活動ができるわけ。
But here, even she can enjoy volunteer work.
面倒くさがり屋の美濃部さんが幽霊部員にならずにこうして顔を出してくれるんだもの。
Minobe may hate working, but she's always around to help.
先生、嬉しいわ。シャチホコ部を気に入ってくれて本当に嬉しい。
Now, it probably won't happen, but it'd be kind of cute if she ended up with him. Kiko ended up with the main character, but that won't happen again, because if there's a route where the main character ends up with anybody, and it's like the canon route, probably be the dark-haired girl. And I think it's rare for like a wingman and another girl to hook up in a story based on if you didn't go on their route. But yeah, that'd be kind of cute. Alright, I'm happy. I'm so happy she likes the LCSC. I'm just saying that because Hinagata, or whatever her name is, Kana-e and Natsu, they both have something they share in common, which is their hatred of the rigid community service thing, where the teachers are basically like prison guards.
縁ってあるかもしれないね。
Maybe this is fate.
あの日偶然に声をかけた人がシャチホコ部の先輩だったんだから。
I'd never have expected a girl I talked to one day to be in the same club as me.
運命の出会いだったりしてね。
Yeah, you think we're destined to meet?
でもオイラ、運命の人はアラブの石油王ってもう決めてるかららしからず。
Sorry though, I've already decided that my husband-to-be, my soulmate, is an Arabian oil magnate.
美濃部先輩って面白い人でしょ。いつも面白い話をしてくれるんだよ。
Minobe's an odd person, isn't she? She's always telling weird stories like that.
オイラは面白いつもりで言ってるんじゃないんだけどな。
But I'm not trying. But I'm not trying to be funny though. Ugh.
まああくまでも体験入部だしな。
I suppose I could give it a spin.
そうそう、グレートススハラくんが体験してみたいって言ってるんだもの。
Even the great Suzuhara said he'd give it a try, you know?
親友の敦太くんも。これは一緒に参加しないわけにはいかないでしょ。
So you have an obligation to join him now, don't you?
グレートススハラと奉仕活動、磨かれる魂、育まれる絆、やがて君はグレート敦太に生まれ変わる。不女子狂乱で君はモテモテ。
What? Performing community service with the great Suzuhara. Building character and friendships. Being reborn as the great Atsuda. Drowning in women.
モテモテ
Drowning in women?
って違うぜ。俺は己を磨くための修行にちょうどいいと思っただけだぜ。
No, I just thought it'd be great to become a better man. Perfect training to become a better man.
今度の日曜日の活動一緒に行ってみようよ。
Let's help him out next Sunday.
僕も夏くんが一緒ならきっと楽しいだろうって思うよ。
I'm sure we'll all have fun together.
仕方ね
Guess I've got no choice.
え。奉仕活動とやらを通してススハラのグレートな側面を観察して修行させてもらうぜ。
Let's do some community service. I'll train by studying your greatness.
決まりね。じゃあこれから日曜日の活動について説明するわよ。
Then it's settled then. Okay, I'll explain what we're doing on Sunday.
スズムが同じ部活に入ってくれるなんてすっごい小さなだけどハッピーハッピー。
Oh. I know this club is super small, but it really makes me happy that we're in it together, Suzumu.
僕もキコちゃんが一緒なら嬉しいよ。よろしくね。
I'm happy you're here too, Kiko. Let's do our best.
ところであと2人の美少女ってのは
By the way, who are those other two babes you were mentioning?
あ、いや今日来てない部員ってのはどんなやつかなーって思っただけさ。
What I really meant is, who are the other club members?
それは僕も気になるな。日曜日に来るなら挨拶できるかな。
I'm really curious too. Maybe we can introduce ourselves if we see them Sunday.
さあどうかな。布川さんは忙しい人だし黒髪さんは気まぐれな人だし。
I don't know if that's happening. Nunokawa's very busy, and Kurakami's a fickle one.
黒髪さん
Yeah, isn't that odd? She told you to stay away from Kurakami, and now you're in a club that Kurakami's in, and Kiko's in it too. So that doesn't make any sense. Kurakami?
そううちのクラスの。
Right, the one from our class. But you told us to stay away from her. This makes no sense. Kurakami, a mysterious girl who is completely ignored by the entire school. She's never spoke to anyone, nor would she even look them in the eye. Today she gone to class capriciously, only to leave on a whim and never come back. Just like always. Even if the teachers noticed, they didn't say a word. And by this point, her classmates had nothing but bad rumors to spread about her. I admit I was curious about her once or twice, but then Kiko warned me not to get close to her. So I didn't get close to Toei Kurakami. If Toei Kurakami wanted to make friends, but was being ignored by the others, then I'd want to help her. But she loved her solitude, and no one wanted to talk to her. In that case, neither of us had any reason to get mixed up in the other's business. However, when I heard her name, I felt a twinge of pain in my heart for some reason. But just like the girl I talked to yesterday happened to be the president of the LCSC, the Community Service Club, local community service club. Fate seemed to be working in a mysterious way. Kurakami happened to be in the LCSC as well. Surely destiny had played a hand in that. But she wasn't here today. Maybe that was God's way of saying we weren't ready to meet just yet. If there were some sort of fate binding Kurakami and I, then we'd meet eventually. Likely.
黒髪さんのこと気になるの？
Are you thinking about Kurakami?
うん。
Yeah.
なぜか一目見た時から
Not
気になって。
Not sure why, but I just can't get Kurakami out of my mind for some reason.
男子はああいう黒髪ロン毛のストレートが本当に大好きだよね。
Guilty, guilty. Boys sure do love the long black hair look, don't they? Huh. Sorry. Alright, I'm gonna save there. We'll start with that line next time, and hopefully the LCSC, we can learn a little bit more about them. I just figured this would be a good stopping point here. Maybe I could take a picture of this one and use it for a future Twitter post whenever I start up again. But yeah, I won't go away too long. So if you are here, if you've been watching it all, thank you for watching, and I'll probably be back really shortly. Oh yeah, so the DLC, I bought the DLC, but not yet. Yeah, playing the main game first. So next time I will play the DLC, but for now, well, in the future I'll play the DLC when I finish the game. But for now I'm playing the main game. I haven't played it before at all, so this is a blind run through. But yeah, next time we'll continue this, and it really won't be long. I'm gonna quit out. I might do something little and then restart again. So see ya.